Hey there, and good morning. Do you create lead magnets to hand out to your audience, or maybe just some freebies that you share in your group, or anything else that you provide for free, or do some presentations, that kind of thing? I'm Regina Andler. It's time for Tips and Tricks Tuesday, and today I want to talk about a really cool AI app called Gamma, Gamma. And I'm actually going to share my screen. Let's get this shared. All right, check this out. This is Gamma. And again, it's GAMMA.app. That is how you get to the app. There is a free version of the app. I'm actually using the free version of the app. It gives you 500 credits per month, as you can see over here. If you can see it, if it's big enough, I'm going to actually make this a little bit bigger so you can see a little bit better. And over here, you can see I have 320 credits. That's because I've been playing around with Gamma. Now, what is it used for? It can be used for a ton of things. You can create PDFs. You can create, we'll just go over here, create new. You can paste in some text. You can do a one-line prompt. You can import a file. You can do different things. You can create PDFs, presentations, and so much more using this application. Now, maybe we just want to use AI, and because we have something that we want to create a document about. All right. I'm going to tell it, instead of we have a document, web page, or presentation, and I'm going to say 8 cards. There's different amounts of cards that you can do. You have to have paid versions to do the higher end. And there's defaults, there's styles. You can change that all up. And if you have a different language, you can put it in whatever language you want. So say you are a nutrition coach and you want to create a presentation about the top 5 foods to avoid. All right. Act as if you are an expert nutrition coach. I'm going to talk to it just like I'm talking to any other AI program. And spell nutrition right. Please create a short presentation that discusses the top 5 foods to avoid in your diet. Let me correct my really bad spelling here. And I'm going to say generate an outline. So it's going to say here's some ideas. Top 5 foods to avoid for a healthier diet, dangers of added sugars, processed meats, and cancer risk. It can create a presentation out of any one of these. This is AI, just gave me some ideas. I'm going to do this one, have that one selected, and say continue. And now it's going to ask me, hey, what theme would you like? Now over here on the right, you can come up with there's all these different themes that you can pick from. So if I pick a different theme, it's going to give me a different background. As you can see, it changes it around. So I'm going to randomly pick this one right here. Actually, let's pick one with a little bit more color. How's that sound? How about this one? And I'm going to say, generate. And there's so much more you can do in here. There's so many different things that you can add in here that you can play with. It's a little playground for creating these presentations. So here we are. It's creating an 8-slide presentation. And if we present this, let's see what it came up with. I'll go over here. Let's stop sharing that one and go to the beginning. We didn't want to stop sharing that page. That was a little faux pas on my part. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to go over here to page 1, and I'm going to say present. And so here we are. The foods to avoid for optimal health. Welcome as a nutrition coach. I'm here to guide you towards a healthier lifestyle. Let's discuss 5 foods to avoid to achieve optimal health. And I put a nice little picture in here. So now, trying to unzoom it. And I'm having problems getting it to go to the next page. So we're going to exit here because it's not actually presenting. We're going to present it right here. And so the next slide, and you can download these as a PDF or as a PowerPoint presentation, by the way. So now it goes in and it has a nice little picture here. It picked the perfect picture. Dangers of added sugars, empty calories, increased risks, the inflammation, processed meat and cancer risks. It came problems with trans fats. It put all the information that it gave us and it put it right here into a presentation. It picked the pictures that go with it, and you see it lines up everything, and there's templates here. Now you can actually go in, and as you go in, you can go in and play with it and say, you know what, this is great, but maybe I don't like the way the templates are. So you can go in and change the templates. Or maybe you want to add some smart layouts. Maybe you want to change the font and you don't like the font. You can change the font. You can change the images. If you don't like the images, you can upload your own, or you can use other AI images or anything. They actually use Unsplash, which is a free image downloader. So you can pull in stuff from Unsplash as well. If you want to add some videos or media to the presentation, you can do that. If you want to embed some stuff into it, you can embed things in it. Maybe at the end, you want to have a call to action where they click on something and they go out and maybe go to a web page or something like that. You can embed a web page on here. There's all kinds of things you can do there. You can create charts and diagrams, forms and buttons. There are so many things that you can do with this, with Gamma. And so I'm going to go back home over here. So when you look at it, so see, now I had 380, now I have 280 credits. When you do stuff, it takes the credits in order to create it. So if you have the free version and you're playing around, chances are pretty good you're going to go through your 500 credits for the month really quick. So go out and play with it. See if you like it. Over here, you can see that there's things. You can look at templates. There's different templates that can help get you started. There's a startup pitch deck, company fact sheet, all kinds of different things. Inspiration is basically some of their stuff to show you how they have things here. If you want to use that, there's different themes. Under the standard themes, you can look at all the different themes that they have here. Bunches of different themes. Custom fonts, you can add fonts to it. So there's so many things that you can do with Gamma. I really strongly suggest it is such an awesome program that I highly, highly suggest you at least go in and play with it, because if you start using this, you will save so much time creating all of your lead magnets and freebies that you will be surprised just how fast you can create things. I do want to point out one thing on Gamma here, and that is something that I like to do. I like to take what I already have and say, okay, you know what? I'm going to take what I have and I want you to create something else out of it. So maybe I want to repurpose the transcript of one of the Tips and Tricks Tuesdays. I can go out to my YouTube. I can cut and copy and paste the transcript from one of the Tips and Tricks Tuesdays events, and I can put that into a Word doc and I can upload it right here. And when you upload it in, I can say, please create a presentation, an 8-slide presentation out of this information. And the AI, it will automatically do it. Now, the only thing I do want to caution you with is the images. It's using AI images to start with. Be careful with the images. Make sure the images actually match what you have in your text. A lot of times the images come up, sometimes they have gibberish on them as far as the writing on them, and it's not English, it's not anything. It just doesn't make sense. It's literally gibberish. And also it's AI generated. I have had women and men and stuff like that come up in pictures where maybe they had an extra finger or an extra hand or something like that because they're AI generated. So you do actually want to pay attention to the images that it's bringing up automatically and maybe adjust them a little bit. However, this will help you get a really, really good start on creating a really quick lead magnet that you can then share that provides massive value to your audience. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. If you have any questions on how to use Gamma, just DM me. I'd be happy to show you how to play around with it to make it nice and easy for you. We'll see you next week. Thanks. Bye for now.